A fundamental supply-side shock is quietly building in global energy markets. While retail traders focus on daily geopolitical headlines, institutional capital is busy pricing in a structural threat. The vulnerability of the Strait of Hormuz is no longer just a hypothetical tail risk. A sustained disruption here could instantly reshape global equity valuations. We are looking at a classic risk repricing event. It forces us to ask how resilient our domestic portfolios really are. Let's start with the largest heavyweight in the Indian market, Reliance Industries. This giant acts as a proxy for the broader economy. Its oil-to-chemicals business is highly sensitive to crude price swings. When oil spikes, gross refining margins usually expand initially. But high feedstock costs can eventually squeeze downstream chemicals. It is a complex balance of margins. The company's massive refining complex at Jamnagar offers a natural structural moat during global supply disruptions. Now contrast that with pure upstream explorers like ONGC. Unlike refiners, upstream companies directly benefit from rising crude realizations. Every single dollar increase in Brent crude boosts their top-line revenue. This makes them a classic defensive hedge against geopolitical volatility. However, domestic windfall taxes can limit their upside. Institutional investors must track whether the government alters price ceilings. ONGC remains a critical pillar for domestic energy security during global supply shocks. This brings us to the marketing side with BPCL and Indian Oil. Their recent quarterly earnings show how vulnerable downstream players are. When international crude prices climb, these state-owned refiners face severe margin compression. If retail fuel prices remain frozen due to policy, their refining margins quickly turn negative. We are watching for signs of under-recovery in their upcoming statements. This is where corporate cash flows start feeling the immediate heat of geopolitical events. The impact does not stop with energy companies. A rising oil import bill directly pressures the domestic currency and the country's fiscal deficit. Looking at the wider Nifty index, high energy costs drag down margins across manufacturing and logistics. History shows that sustained crude prices above $90 test corporate balance sheets nationwide. It creates a secondary wave of earnings downgrades for consumer-facing sectors. This is why institutional funds are actively stress-testing their broader portfolios right now. How is management reacting to these macro headwinds? Reliance leadership continues to prioritize its long-term clean energy transition. Yet, their oil-to-chemicals cash flows remain the engine funding this expansion. During recent analyst calls, management highlighted their feedstock flexibility. They can source crude globally to optimize costs when supply routes disrupt. This operational agility is critical. It allows them to protect margins even when global logistics chains are under stress. Meanwhile, ONGC's management is focusing heavily on production volume recovery. They are committing significant capital expenditure to deep water projects in the Krishna-Godavari basin. Management's guidance suggests that volume growth will offset any regulatory price caps. For institutional allocators, the key signal is capital discipline. If the company can maintain low production costs while global prices rise, its free cash flow yields become incredibly attractive. This changes the entire investment thesis. Let's zoom out to the broader geopolitical arena. The Strait of Hormuz handles over 20% of the world's petroleum liquids. Any kinetic escalation there triggers an immediate jump in insurance premiums and shipping freight rates. For companies relying on overseas shipping, logistics costs rise overnight. This structural threat is reshaping global maritime trade routes. It acts as a massive regressive tax on global consumption that central banks cannot easily control. Here is where the global policy response gets interesting. While OPEC maintains production cuts, U.S. shale output acts as a partial buffer. But non-OPEC supply cannot instantly replace a major Middle Eastern disruption. The physical oil market is exceptionally tight. In this environment, even minor supply shocks can lead to dramatic price spikes. This macro backdrop keeps energy prices elevated, establishing a structural tailwind for global commodity-producing assets over the medium term. That leads us to the systemic risks threatening equity markets. Higher energy costs quickly filter into core inflation indicators. This forces central banks to keep interest rates higher for longer. The hope of aggressive rate cuts is fast disappearing. When global yields rise, risk assets undergo severe valuation contractions. For highly leveraged companies, borrowing costs will remain elevated, directly impacting their long-term growth trajectories and overall balance sheet health. There is another major risk to monitor closely. Rising global risk premiums trigger massive capital rotation back to safe havens like U.S. Treasuries. Emerging markets typically face aggressive selling from foreign institutional investors. We are already seeing pressure on domestic stock indices as foreign funds reallocate capital. When large-scale liquidations occur, even high-quality businesses experience temporary price declines. Managing portfolio liquidity becomes your top priority during these systemic sell-offs. How should we position our portfolios for what changes next? The forward outlook points to clear sector rotation. High beta, consumer discretionary sectors will likely face earnings downgrades due to margin pressures. Conversely, defensive sectors like IT, pharma, and upstream energy offer relative strength. Institutional allocators are moving cash out of high valuation segments and into cash-generative, defensive business models. Protecting principal capital is the primary focus of this macro cycle. Looking further out, this energy uncertainty accelerates structural trends. Governments will likely speed up domestic renewable energy transitions to reduce import reliance. Companies with strong balance sheets and net cash positions will consolidate their market shares. Short-term market volatility often creates great entry points for these structurally insulated businesses. Identifying companies with genuine pricing power is your best defense against systemic cost inflation. Let's summarize our tactical approach. We are placing upstream energy companies on a breakout watch as supply risks rise. Their asset profile provides a natural hedge in a high inflation environment. On the other side, highly valued discretionary companies are under a trim consideration. Their margins are highly vulnerable to rising operating and logistics costs. Keeping a disciplined cash buffer allows you to capitalize on sudden market dislocations. Navigating global market shifts requires a structured, institutional approach. By focusing on balance sheet strength and sector rotation, you can protect and grow your capital. For deeper insights into institutional-grade market intelligence, make sure to subscribe to SR Money News. Hit the notification bell so you never miss our deep dive macro analysis. Share your thoughts in the comments on how you are shielding your portfolio. Let's build sustainable wealth together.